My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. I'm going to give you my favorite PrizePicks entry for UFC Vegas 89. If you don't know what PrizePicks is, it's daily fantasy. You come in here, you say more or less than any of the numbers you see on the screen, and you can 10 times your money. You can 20 times your money. You can 100 times your money. They will even give you free money to play. All you need to do is go to wewantpicks.com/prizepicks. Use promo code WWP and they will instantly match your deposit. If you give them $20, they'll give you 20. If you give them 100, they'll give you 100. And there's no weird rollovers or anything like that. You deposit. They instantly match that deposit. You could use only the free deposit match, build yourself an entry, win, and then withdraw all of it, never using any actual real money. Go to wewantpicks.com/prizepicks, use promo code WWP, and get that free deposit match. I am going to focus on UFC Vegas 89. If we see across the top here, this is every single sport. We're about to slam into March Madness, where you can build yourself some college basketball entries. But let's go ahead and jump in. I will tell you, this is a little tricky. They've also adjusted the view here a little bit. It looks a little busier, and that's because they flat out wrote significant strikes. This used to just say 56.5. Now they've written the word out significant strikes, so it's a little busier on the screen. Don't let that scare you, though. These are still lines that we can go ahead and jump in and beat. We did miss last week. And that is because a couple of things. One, Kennedy Nzechukwu completely forgot how to fight. Like, he woke up on fight day and was like, how the hell do I do any of this? So then he went out there and didn't do any of it. So that screwed us. And then the other piece, I forget what the other line that screwed us was, but that was basically it, because we always do the insurance to account for anomalies like people forgetting how to do their job. Anyway, I do have some spots I like here. We're chilling. Significant strikes. I don't love any of these. There's only one of them that I will consider, but first let's go through them. Mick, Parkin. I thought about that one. Thought maybe it'd be a back and forth. Him and Mohammed Usman. 50 significant strikes is tricky, though, because while Mick does get past that number an okay amount, there could be a lot of grappling here, some cage control, some sloppy heavyweight nonsense. So I left that alone. Lima, I'm not throwing a UFC newcomer in here. We just don't have enough tape to base anything off of that. Same with Daria. Steven Nugent, same exact logic. I also think Steven can just absolutely blow through Jarno Aarons. Jarno Aarons is a very durable guy. Steven's probably not going to finish him, but I do think he just blows through him. And whether there's grappling or striking, a lot of these numbers are tricky for those reasons. The only number I do like here, right? If you get Miles Johns, 49.5, that dude sometimes just sits on right hands, and that's the only punch he throws. Or he's going to work in some wrestling. Like, there's too many variables here to love a lot of these lines. The only line I like here on significant strikes is the more than 75.5 significant strikes for Billy Quarantillo. If you go through his fight history, he cruises past this number. He has blown past 75.5 many times over. He is fighting Youssef Zalal, who's a pretty durable guy. So I don't think this fight's going to end by finish, which means we have 15 minutes of Billy, who lands more than 6 significant strikes per minute, to cruise through here. I also think Billy's just going to stay forward, stay in his face, and stay busy, because Youssef likes to back up, likes to fight on the outside. So Billy's going to crowd him, get rid of any of the distance, and stay in his face and work. I think he gets past 75.5 significant strikes, as he has done many times before. If we move over to fight minutes, I do like 2 lines here. If we go to Fernando Padilla, I like them more. I do think this fight is going to go to a decision. Fernando Padilla is a very durable guy. And while his opponent, Luis Pajuelo, I think that's how you pronounce it, while Luis Pajuelo is dangerous, Padilla is durable. And he'll be there. And this could be a fun back and forth fight. And Padilla is long, and he can tie up Pajuelo and slow him down. So I do think we're going to get a decision out of this fight. We don't even need a decision. We just need 2 minutes into the third round, and we're good there. Carl Williams. Don't love the fight time minutes. A lot can go wrong. We will talk about him with takedowns. But if we take a look at Trey Ogden, I think we have another decision fight here. While Trey is a good guy, what am I talking about? While Trey is a good grappler and a good striker, and he's going to come forward, can mix those up. And while he probably was going to get Nicholas Mata out of there in the last fight before it was turned to a no contest, This is a different fight. Kurt Holobaugh has some good jiu-jitsu. He's always working something. He's throwing things up, making stuff happen. So I do think Trey will come forward. I don't know if he could hang in the striking completely, but he'll be fine. He's not going to get knocked out. He's not going to knock out Kurt. And then he'll work in some takedowns. On the ground, Kurt's going to look to tie him up, try to make some stuff happen. And Trey will have plenty of control and a bunch of success on the ground, but I don't think he wins by finish. I do think this will go to a decision because they're both durable. They both had good enough jiu-jitsu offense and defense to not get submitted as well. Trey Ogden should go to a decision. 12.5 fight minutes. I like them more there. Fantasy score, I don't like any of these. I just don't like any of them. There's too many UFC newcomers to know how they're going to be. Are they going to finish people? Are they going to be exposed? Is it going to go to decision? Like, there's too many variables with the UFC newcomers. Billy Quarantillo, we've already got him going. Carl Williams, these are heavyweights. You can't necessarily trust heavyweights in a lot of these type things. But what I do trust, so I don't know if Carl Williams is going to win this fight. I don't know if he's going to get knocked out in 30 seconds. But what I do know is he, in all likelihood, is not getting anywhere near 2.5 takedowns. The way I see this going is he either gets 0 takedowns whatsoever, because Justin Tafa has good takedown defense, or he does get a takedown, and if he does, that's probably it. This may look exactly like Marcin Tybura and Tai Tuivasa. Get the takedown, and then once these big heavyweight strikers are on their backs, they really have no idea what to do. And they're just getting beat up from there. So while Carl Williams has gotten many takedowns in the past, I don't see it happening in this fight. Either 0 or 1, maybe 2. But he needs to get 3 takedowns for this line to bust. So this is my entry. If we throw $20 at this and we let all 4 of these ride, we will win $200. IMO is a flex play guy. There's fist fights going on here. There's a lot of anything could happen in a fist fight. So my 20 will win me 100 if all 4 of these hit. If 3 of them hit, if Carl Williams turns into an Olympic gold medalist wrestler and is just tossing Justin Tafa around and Justin standing up at will, well, it's all right. We're still going to get 50% net profit on our entry. This is my entry. You can copy this entry or you can build your own. Either way, get the free money. Use the very free money to build your own entry, because then once that hits, you can withdraw all of that money and ride off into the sunset very, very rich with your $50 to $100. WeWantPicks.com/PrizePicks. Use that link. Use promo code WWP when you deposit or when you sign up, and they will instantly match your deposit. Get all that very free money. Build yourself an entry. Share it in the Discord. We do have a free Discord. You can pop in there, share your entry, pick people's brains, and work from there. Just use the promo code and get your free money. WeWantPicks.com/PrizePicks, promo code WWP.